make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out.
If I have to go, please don't tell me when. Give me more time, I hope you understand. Like a guardian, you're watching over me through the depths of my own despair. I look up to the sky and I find my peace. I know you'll be there. Start, I want to lead the way. Keep me afloat. If I ever drift away, won't you be there? Keep me afloat. To the end of time, make me feel safe. Oh, I just need you there. Start, I want to lead the way. Down this river. Keep me afloat. See you through the clouds. I feel you when it rains. You'll never walk out, even on my darkest day. Like a guardian, you're watching over me through the depths of my own despair. I look up to the sky and I find my peace. I know you'll be there. Make me feel safe. Oh, I just need you next to me. Starlight, won't you lead the way down this river? Keep me afloat, keep me afloat. Starlight, won't you lead the way down this river? Keep me afloat, keep me afloat.
very good morning, basketball fans, and welcome to the Basketball League Kerala. Basket to start off as the Bisons come in charging. This is the Kottayam Bisons taking on the Alappuzha Dolphins in this exciting encounter. And the steal is what he's trying for, and it's going to be back-to-back baskets to start off. This time a layup off the left hand. Gotta love how they've started quick in terms of scoring out here. Once again, not able to get the finish. And the Bisons off to a flying start. Will go in for a set play this time. He's weighing up his options. Plays it over to the middle. Altaf with the ball. Draws the foul. Quick pass. He lines up the mid-ranger. And it's the Kottayam Bisons with a flying start. 6-0 to be precise. Once again, Dolphins not able to captivate in that opportunity. And the onus is back with the Bisons in and out of that mid-range. The rebound is gathered. He's going to go up the other way. Plays it over outside, lines up the shot from beyond the arc. And the Dolphins open their account. 6-3 is the score. We've almost played 2 minutes of basketball out here. And that's a great find to locate the open player. And here come the Bisons. Coming in transition. Spins, plays it back out. Lines up a deep three. Fails to convert. Would have been an exquisite basket if he converted. But we look at the otherwise. A chance to tie the game for the Dolphins. The shots missed and the rebounds gathered. Kottayam Bisons now on the attack. Quick pass over to the right. He decides to take on the player. Looking to use his power, loses his balance in the process. The foul is called against G1. It's going to remain with the Bisons. Quick pass. Searching for options all the way to the rim. Good block. Not quite accurate. A foul, says the official. It's in the act of shooting, which means a couple of free throws are loading. Good stuff out here so far. And we can see the Dolphins looking to engage on a baseline move. They look to score, perhaps find the right player. Goes in for the mid-range, the left-hand shooter. He gets the rebound and misses the layup as well. Bisons now with a chance to add to this 4-point lead of theirs. Back to their point guard, straight over to the right. Takes over the player this time. He doesn't slip, but he misses the shot. And the foul committed. lot happening in the middle. Look at the replay. It was an intentful move, but the steal was also attempted. Speaking of steals, we know something very exquisite happened yesterday. But now it's the Dolphins in possession. It's a great spin, but the finish had to be a little softer. Jeevan Joby not able to find the basket, but possession will go back courtesy of a turnover. Once again, it's Dolphins ball. Great pass there. He lines up the shot, can't get it to go, and the foul. A lot of contact. On the break, 3-on-2. Great minus, but not the best of finishes. Dolphins have missed out on a few easy opportunities, but here the Bisons would have wrecking the basket. Jeevan now with the ball. Decides to shoot it himself, in and out. There's the offensive rebound. Beautifully done. That is what you want from your post player. Kalidas getting the rebound and immediately dishing it back in. That's how you ought to play. Weighing his options, plays it back out. Mellin to his post. A lot of contact, a lot of bodies, and the shot is missed. The second chance is good. And it is cleaned up. Albi with the basket. A lot of sequence, but he hits the sideboard. And here come the Bisons charging. Plays it over to the left on the drive. He draws the foul. And free throws loading for the Kottayam Bisons. They lead the opponents 10-5. This is for the Kottayam Bisons. Niyuk Salil shooting free throws at the line. Not the ideal attempt as the Alappuzha Dolphins are searching their way back in the form of 3-pointers. Spins back, puts it up, beautifully done. You gotta love seeing moves like that. Jonathan with the basket. There's Akshay. Plays it over to the left. Altaf taking on the player. Looks for his options, plays it back out. Goes under the legs, but he loses the ball in the process. 3-on-3. Can they captivate in transition? Beautifully done. And the Dolphins score on back-to-back occasions. Jonathan once again cutting it down to a three-point game. Prasin losing his dribble, eventually finding his teammate. Back to Prasin on the baseline. He loses the ball. It's still alive for the Bisons. What's he got in mind? He goes between the legs, drives him through the left. A good steal. But with the shot clock winding down, they will still get the basket. This is where the Bisons are letting their opponents know that it's not going to be easy to come back. We're into the last minute of the first quarter of this matchup. Bisons up by 5. The Dolphins looking to reduce that. He gets a good shot, but fails to convert. The Bisons would reckon using all the time left. Great find off the drive, but too hard on the finish. The rebound being fought for. He gets the offensive board, and they've thrived on these offensive rebounds. The shot clock will be off for this last possession because we're into the last 20 odd seconds. And you can see the coach calling for a certain move, asking all the players to move out. That means there's no player in the paint. He reckons a shot coming in or a drive in. That's a well gathered rebound and the finish. This is where you have to hustle. And the Dolphins finish the first quarter with a basket to reduce the lead to 3. And at the end of the first quarter, it's Kottayam Bisons 14 and Alappuzha Dolphins 11. Welcome back to the second quarter of this matchup. As you can see, all our players eagerly watching on live at the Rajiv Gandhi Indoor Stadium, the regional sports center here in Kochi. Quarter number 2 begins. Dolphins have somehow gotten a hold of this game. That was a good move, and it should have been cleaned up by the post. 2 good opportunities missed out by the Dolphins. And if you look at the chances Dolphins have gotten through the first quarter and here, they've missed out on easy opportunities. And given how this game has gone, I would have loved to see the Dolphins having the lead. I'll take you through the stats soon enough. Great pass, sets the screen. A lot of options available. Decides to drive in himself all the way to the rim. Unfortunate. And again, the offensive rebound is given to the Dolphins. And they will get it back before losing it again. It's Kottayam Bisons ball. Quick pass. Feeds it to the high post. Plays it back out. Feet set, lines up the three, falls short. Offensive rebound, along with the shot is no good. Albert Reggie with the ball. What's he got in mind? He hands it off. That's the extra pass. Fakes, puts it up, and a violation committed in the process. He had to watch his footwork. Drives in off the left hand, switches it to his right, and makes the basket. A great play, and he will now go to the free throw line to try and complete the 3-point play. It's Johan Thomas Joji. John Thomas Joji, a very interesting lad. I was in conversation with him yesterday, and he was telling me about how much he loves to play the game of basketball and how much he's enjoying the atmosphere here at the Basketball League Kerala. That's a great play directly to the rim. It's Albert Reggie making amends for the previous plays. Gets a good look, won't get the finish though. And the Bisons will gather it, but they lose it. Reggie with the steal. There's a pass to his teammate, and a big block coming in as well. But it makes no difference. Right after that, it was Jerin Koshi who stepped in. This is what you love to see, right? A teammate gets blocked, and then the other teammate comes in and avenges him by getting a basket and also a foul to go to the free throw line. Dolphins slowly coming back into this. They get the offensive rebound again and draws the foul. A lot of fouls being committed. More importantly, the offensive rebounds gathered by the Alappuzha Dolphins continue to be their strength. And you can hear the coach for the Kottayam Bisons telling to box out the player. Ball's being brought in. Johan gets the screen from Albi, plays it over to the left. Here's Haroon with the ball. Haroon loses it, and it's alive for the Dolphins, but it's played to safety by Abe, who makes that quick pass. And that's a great block once again. And Albi misses the shot. The offensive rebound keeps it alive, but he loses it again. And the Dolphins goes behind the back, but he is blocked. He tried to be stylish, but the defender says, not today. The intent was good, but the defense was a lot better. Dolphins to take the lead. Misses the shot. And again, the offensive rebound goes to the Dolphins. Albert sets his feet, lines it up. Can't get it to go. Rebound is being fought for. And it's going to remain with the Alappuzha Dolphins. And I go back to talk about the number of second chance opportunities being given to the Dolphins. This is something that they are playing to their advantage. This is something that they're captivating on. It's played outside, driving in, puts up the floater. There's good defense coming in once again. And now a chance for the Dolphins. Great pass to his teammate. He goes all the way to the rim and will slightly dunk it in. Harun Mohammad making that basket to put the Bisons back up by 4. It's a quick handoff up top. Albert looks for options, hands it off, plays it back outside, gets a good look, lines up the three, can't get it to go. Rebound is going to keep the ball alive for the Dolphins again. If we were to talk about the second chance opportunity, there's a second chance given on almost every possession to the Dolphins. A lot happening. He plays it out, lines up the shot. A deep two is good. His foot was on the line, which is why it's going to be counted as just a two. It's going to take the Dolphins to 18. Johan plays it over to the right. That's the extra pass back to Johan in the corner. Goes in on the baseline, puts it up. The mid-ranger can't get it to go. The rebound is gathered but also lost. And Albi not able to get it through for his team. Here come the Dolphins again. Albert Reggie with the ball. Swift pass to Rituraj, who loses the ball. And 2-on-2 in this layup. He's too fast for the opponents, but too hard on the finish. And the Dolphins survive that basket. Albert now with a chance to tie the game and maybe even take the lead. Feet set, puts it up, makes it. And the Dolphins have taken the lead for the first time in this match. And this is where the Bisons will wonder, was giving away those second chance opportunities the right move as they look to take the lead back? Not the best of shots. And now 3-on-2. The Bisons seem tired and the Dolphins are trying to take control from this point on. Albert lines up the shot for a deep three, fails to connect. Brilliant rebound gathered, but the shot is blocked. The Bisons would love to supplement their defense with good offense. He misses the shot. The coach urging his players for a fast game. Coast to coast, the layup is good. It forces the coach to call a timeout. Vinayak M with that play gets the rebound on the defensive end, goes over to the offensive end, and the Alappuzha Dolphins have a 3-point lead with 2:39 remaining. Much needed shot for the Bisons as they tie things up again at 23. A well found move to locate the open player. And now the Dolphins will look to dictate something in the last 2 minutes. A lot happening here, and it was a good move from the coach for the Bisons to call a timeout at that point because his team was slowly losing momentum, and he got back his boys, he gathered the troops, and told them what they should work on. And that came in at the right time because now we're again tied, and a chance for them to add on to that. Rebound is gathered. Dolphins now will reckon scoring a basket, but a quick steal comes through. That's the spin, and a lot of bodies on the floor. Plays it back out. Harun fakes the shot. Harun spins, loses it in the process. And the Dolphins now with a chance on the dribble as we enter the last 1 minute of the first half. Great find to the corner and a violation, perhaps a line cut being called as possession goes back to the Kottayam Bisons. 45 seconds on the clock. Been a very interesting game, especially how both the teams have had their fair share of ups and downs. Bisons would reckon scoring a basket to finish the first half. Plays it back out. Abe searching for Harun, finds Johan, who lines up the three, falls short. Rebound gathered for the Dolphins. They would reckon this being the last play of the match. Albert Reggie shaking up the defense, finds his teammate. There's the extra bit of rotation, finding the open man. 4-3 once again. And just like he did before, he hits the three to give his team the lead. And the Dolphins up by 3. Last 5 seconds. Can the Bisons tie it up once again? Off the glass. He makes it. And that brings us to the end of the first half. Brilliant sequence of basketball. Both the teams throwing equal punches at each other. But after 20 minutes of basketball, it's the Kottayam Bisons 26 and the Alappuzha Dolphins 26. One more half of basketball to play. Stay tuned as we bring the Basketball League Kerala to your screen.
Every time I try to run you, but you pass all over me. I surrender at your feet, baby, put it all on me. Every time I try to pray you, you got me on my knees. I surrender at your feet, baby, put it all on me. I love it when you turn me on. I love it when you turn it on. Turn it on and
O novinho me olhou e quis comer minha pepequinha. Hoje eu vou dar pro novinho, pode avaricinha. O novinho me olhou e quis comer minha pepequinha. Hoje eu vou dar pro novinho, pode avaricinha. Bota na boca, bota na cara, bota
Sun, our oldest source of energy. We can capture the power of sunlight and harness it to use in our own homes, businesses, schools, government buildings, and public utilities. Watson Energy, your one-stop solar solution. sun, our oldest source of energy. We can capture the power of sunlight and harness it to use in our own homes, businesses, schools, government buildings, and public utilities. Watson Energy, your one-stop solar solution.
Welcome back to the second half of this matchup between the Kottayam Bisons and the Dolphins from Alappuzha. A great game of basketball so far. Both the teams even-sided, and it's 26 apiece as we start the second half. Bisons now moving from the left to right of your screens, and I'll quickly take you through the stats of both the games. Both the teams with similar number of assists. They're passing the ball around similarly. But if you look at the Alappuzha Dolphins, they've gathered 21 rebounds, while the Bisons have gathered 21 rebounds, while the Dolphins, of course, have out rebounded their opponents. We clearly saw that. But in terms of 2-point shooting, it's even sided, 33% for the Bisons and 32% for the Dolphins. And the 3-point shooting has perhaps been the difference. Not much, but still a key indicative advantage for the Alappuzha Dolphins. But if you go to the top scorers, of course, it's Niyukt and Jonathan with 7 points apiece. As the first field goal is what we're waiting for. Dolphins were close to achieving that. It's back on with the Bisons. Quick pass and a basket coming through. A strong start for the Kottayam Bisons, 29-26. Alappuzha ball. Quick handoff to Jonathan. Jonathan spins, goes up over the defender, fails to connect. Rebounds gathered for the Kottayam Bisons. Long pass inside, great find to his teammate, and he makes no mistake. Bisons start the third quarter with a 5-0 run. 31-26. There's Jeevan on the ball. Quick pass to his teammate. Brilliant find under the board. Such beautiful plays of basketball is what we want to see out here. Rituraj converting that basket. Johan sets his feet, lines up the shot and makes no mistake. Johan for the Kottayam Bisons. Jonathan looking for his teammate. Johan with the steal. He's got a couple of options. He draws the foul instead. Jeevan making that foul to avoid giving away an easy basket. It's Bison's possession. Steps back, lines up the two, can't get it to go. The rebound is something the Bisons have struggled with on both the ends of the floor. Great pass. Albert Reggie lines up the three, too strong on the attempt. But a second chance, as usual, goes to the Dolphins. All the way to the rim, he is blocked. But a third chance of this possession over to the Dolphins. Jeevan this time plays it back out. Albert Reggie creates some space, finds his teammate. But unfortunately, the shot clock is wind down. And the Bisons get the stop they were looking for. There's a drive, puts up the floater off the glass, fails to connect. And a chance on the fast break. Great ball to his teammate. Albert Reggie receiving it, keeping it in bounds. And that's a great hesitation along with the layup, but he fails to convert it. And the disappointment in his face says it all. He knows he should have been making that basket. Meanwhile, the Bisons with a 6-point lead lose the ball, but keep it alive. Salil finds Johan on the ball now. Back to Salil. Salil with a lot of contact loses possession, and a fast break opportunity for the Dolphins with some contact. Foul will be called on Johan, and I'm not too sure if it was in the act of the layup. Yep, it's not, which is why it's going to be a baseline inbound. No free throws yet. Dolphins looking to engage on a baseline move. What do you think the coach is drawn up for situations like this? We wait to find out. And there's a beautiful pass under the board, but the conversion not coming through. And the Bisons look to add on to their lead. It's Johan with the ball. Plays it over to the post, and it's an easy bucket under the board. Bisons now with an 8-point lead. Dolphins having scored just one basket so far in the third quarter. We've almost played 5 minutes of basketball. It's 10-2 to outrun them in the third quarter. And there's the drive. He loses possession. A clean steal is what the official says. Johan with the quick pass to Salil. Salil sets his feet, puts it up, fails to connect. Offensive rebound being fought for, and it's back with the Bisons once again. And along with the Euro attempt, he loses possession. Into the last 4 minutes of the third quarter, 36-29 is the score. Bisons now on the ball, looking for various avenues as they look to add on to this lead of theirs. Johan feeding the post, plays it back up. Johan sets his feet, lines up the three, fails to connect. Rebound gathered. It's Dolphins possession. Goes between the legs all the way to the rim along with the foul. And plays like this make the difference for a team trailing. It's Jonathan who is headed to the free throw line, and he will look to complete the 3-point play and make it a 4-point game. Fails to convert, and the Bisons now keeping it at a 5-point affair. Search for options. Fading away, misses the shot, and the Dolphins have a chance to reduce the deficit. It's 5 currently. A lot of contact, and the foul is also drawn. Jonathan Karyamparambil for the Alappuzha Dolphins, who's standing at the free throw line. Kottayam Bisons once again put to the test as the game is now brought down to a three-point affair. Off the glass, he makes it and will ensure that it's not within a possession's reach. 38-35. Albert Reggie looking to shake up his defender. He does that. Beautiful pass under the board. And these are the exquisite plays you want to see a point guard making. Take a look at the replay, how beautifully he brought the defense towards himself and found the open player, leading to an easy basket. And that's how simple basketball is. And a chance now for the Dolphins to tie the game. But they lose the ball. Johan with the steal. Feet set, lines up the shot, way off. The long ball inside, touchdown. He finds his teammate, Albert Reggie, but he fails to hold on to that possession. Both the teams are playing a fast-paced game and turning the ball over time and again. Still alive for the Dolphins. Jonathan drawing the foul and gets the basket. It's Jonathan Karyamparambil who's made the massive difference from the second quarter. He's continuing the same here in the third. And once again, he's headed to the free throw line with a chance of tying the game. He makes it, and we're tied once again at 38 apiece with a minute and 30 seconds remaining. This is proving to be a very good game. Both the sides not letting go whatsoever. Johan plays it to Haroon. It's played over to the post. Altaf losing the ball, but it's still alive. The clock winding down. They need to get the shot away. Not a good move from the Dolphins' perspective because it's given the Bisons a fresh set of 14 seconds. .53 seconds on the clock. There's the quick inbound. Johan sets his feet, lines up the three. This time makes it. That's his second three-pointer. Johan Thomas Joji from beyond the arc. And the Bisons are back up by 3. A response is short, an air ball. And he quickly apologizes to his teammates, Jonathan. He's been the key scorer for them so far. And we enter the last 30 seconds of the quarter. Bisons would reckon scoring another basket. There's the double screen set. Plays it over to the high post. Back up top. Salil finds Johan once again. Johan's caught fire late into the third quarter. Back-to-back threes for Johan Joji. It's a 6-point game. And tight defense from the Bisons as they get the stop and they also get the turnover. Last few seconds here in the third quarter. They would reckon getting another shot. Johan lines it up and it's way off. But let's not forget, he had a couple of great shots prior to this. And after scoring back-to-back threes to close out the third quarter, it's the Kottayam Bisons who have a 6-point lead heading to the fourth
quarter. Twist a roll, Malabar night. 5 on the floor, 1 pure light. Jersey sweat, crowd in sync. BLK, 1 heartbeat. BLK, we ball. Basketball league Kerala, stand tall. From the backbone blast to the last lap call. BLK,
Welcome back to the fourth and final quarter of this matchup. Alappuzha Dolphins are down by 6. Kottayam Bisons hoping to close this one out. 10 minutes will determine who the winner of this match is. Welcome once again to all our viewers. There's the floater and a great start for the Dolphins. Jonathan Karyam starts it off for his team. And it's a 4-point affair. 44-40. Great rotation of the ball. Prasin Biju finds his teammate. Johan caught fire late in the third, and he looks to keep it that way as he draws the foul. Johan Thomas Joji has been very effective for this team. He came in the second quarter, and he was the key scorer in the previous one. Johan Thomas so far with 12 points will look to make it 14. Speaking of points, Jonathan, of course, with 16 points already in this matchup. Nayuk with 9, Nayak with 7, Altaf with 8. A lot of players scoring big numbers. It's 1 of 2 from that trip to the free throw line. We've almost played a minute here in the fourth quarter. Albert Reggie with the ball, dictating his offense. Hands it over to Jeevan. Jeevan with the stutter step, pulls up from the elbow, fails to connect. Defensive rebounds collected for the Bisons. And a bit of a full court press coming in from the Dolphins as they put some pressure on the Bison. Will we see a full court press late in the fourth quarter? We've seen it happen. Could predict it. Anyhow, it's Altaf on the attack. Kicks it over to the side. Haroon with the ball. Plays it to the corner. Back to Altaf. Some great footwork, puts up the shot, and he'll draw the foul once again. Second foul being drawn early on here in the fourth quarter. Free throws loading for Abe. It's a great trip to the free throw line for the Bisons, and they keep the game at a 7-point pedestal. Albert Reggie. Albert Reggie gets a good look, fails to connect. The second chance given to the Dolphins. He fakes the shot, goes up, plays it over to the left. Alex lines up the shot, too strong on the attempt. Kottayam Bisons ball. Johan from the center makes it. It's Johan Joji with his 16th point. This is where ball movement is so key. G1 looks to respond. He's too strong on the attempt, and a chance for the Bisons. The outlet pass is intercepted. It's played over to the left. He drives in, kicks it back out, feet set, lines up the three, and makes it. What a response from Jonathan. It's back to a 7-point affair. Prasin Biju with the ball, hands it over to Johan again. Altaf sets the screen for Johan. Back to Prasin. Biju all the way to the rim, won't get the finish. The Dolphins on the attack. Reggie with the ball, sets his feet, lines up the three. Fails to connect. Rebound Bisons. Abhay. Quick pass to Johan Joji. Screen set by Altaf. Johan lines up the three again. This time he will not see it go through the net. Dolphins down by 7. And they lose the ball. The speed of the game remains the same. There's the long pass inside. Altaf weighing his options, shoots over the defender. And a foul drawn on the drive. Alex Darwin will go to the free throw line and shoot free throws. These are important moments from the Dolphins' perspective. They're down 7. It's a flying finish on the other side. The Bisons now have an 8-point lead. As you can see, very nicely done to confuse the defender and get the better of him. There's the floater, which he fails to connect on. Will we see the Bisons trying to slow the game down from here on? Biju all the way to the rim. This time, he does not convert, but he will get fouled and go to the free throw line. It's Prasin Biju who's going to shoot free throws. And if he makes both, they're going to be up by double digits once again. Play resumes with it being an 8-point affair. And was that counted? Is what we wait for the official to confirm as we look at the replay. 1-2, and the layup also being completed. And it should be a foul and one, in my opinion. We wait for the officials to give the confirmation. It's going to be foul on number 7, and the basket won't count. No basket, says the official. Stays at a 10-point game. Dolphins would not want to let this slip away, but they convert. Apologies, they turn the ball over. Feeds it to the high post. Biju now breaking up the defense, losing the ball in the process. And the Dolphins in transition. What's he got in mind? He misses the shot. Jonathan would have reckoned scoring that. Biju on the other side should have been a bit more soft on the finish. A lot happening. Reggie now with the ball. Reggie all the way to the rim, gets the foul and the basket. That's the confidence a player like Albert Reggie brings to the team. He took on the defender. His counter on the other side. Prasin Biju drew the foul and made the basket. And he makes it. It's a 7-point game with 4:25 remaining. Quick pass over to Johan. He feeds it to his post, who fails to convert, but a second chance given to the Bisons. Biju on the drive, loses the ball. A clean steal coming through for the Dolphins, and here they come in transition. He fakes the pass, eventually hands it off to Jeevan, who lines up the three and makes it. A top shot for the Dolphins, much needed as Jeevan Joby connects from beyond the arc. It's back to a 4-point game with 3:47 remaining. There's the quick pass. Abhay back to Johan. He lines up the three and does not connect. 3.5 minutes on the clock, and the Alappuzha Dolphins, down four, have built a small run of 6-0. They look to add on to it. Albert loses the ball, and a chance now. 2-on-1 on the break. Fakes the shot. Beautifully done, but he misses the shot. But it's cleaned up by Mohammad Altaf. And once again, we're back to a 6-point affair. Alex, meanwhile, draws the foul, gets the basket. Sloppy from the Bisons. And the Dolphins will happily take all of this. Alex Darwin to the free throw line with a chance to cut it short to a 3-point game. He converts and forces the Bison's coach to call a timeout. With 2:56 remaining, it's the Alappuzha Dolphins 53, Kottayam Bisons 56. .256 remaining, and the Kottayam Bisons, with a 3-point advantage, will look to close it out. An interesting change. The coach has decided to give Johan a breather. He's been their key 3-point shooter, especially in this matchup. And you can make changes only during the timeouts. These are the few tweaks we've made to the rules as compared to regular basketball. And also a very good rule of a player not being able to play more than 3 quarters, which allows every player on the squad to get ample amount of game time. And that is what we want to provide, the platform, the opportunity to these young basketball players in Kerala. We're back on as the Kottayam Bisons. They usually bounce back pretty well after a timeout. Let's see if they can do the same. They're putting in more size. There's a drive, kicks it out, lines up the 3, fails to connect. Offensive rebound, and the shot leads to a foul. And Niyukt Salil will head to the free throw line. These are important moments. He will look to convert both and keep his team away from a 1-possession reach for the Dolphins. Something else to note is that the Dolphins don't have a foul to give. Both the teams at the limit. Makes 1 and 4-point game. Still plenty of time from the Dolphins' point of view. Here's Jonathan with the ball. Feeds it over to Jeevan, the post. Jeevan with a great find under the basket. And it's a 2-point affair. 57-55. All eyes on the Bisons. Biju on the ball. He had the space, puts it up off balance, can't get it to go. Rebound gathered for the Bisons, but he loses the ball in the process. And the Dolphins will look to tie the game. They've handed it over to their key point guard, Reggie, who finds Jonathan, who's been their best player today. Jonathan shaking up the defender, makes the quick pass. Back out to Jonathan. He finds Jeevan, who finds Reggie, sets his foot. Reggie lines up the 3 for the lead, can't get it to go. Rebound gathered by the Bisons. A minute and a half on the clock. Prasin Biju all the way to the rim, draws the foul, and will head to the free throw line. Bisons now turn their eyes towards the free throws to give them that extra cushion. These are those important moments. These are those clutch moments where you have to make it. And Biju says that no pressure is getting to me. He makes the first. Can he make it 2 of 2? 58-55. Yes, he does. It's 59-55. We're back to a 4-point game. And the Dolphins now go under pressure once again. Reggie goes the other way. Finds his teammate Jeevan in the corner. Too strong on that 3 attempt. And this is where the Bison should try and utilize all 24 seconds of this possession. Haroon finds Salil. Salil drives inside. Plays it back out. Loses the ball. And a backcourt violation with a minute and 2 seconds remaining. The Dolphins would reckon a basket here and a stop soon after. There's the drive. He puts it up. Fails to convert and they get the rebound. A big offensive rebound for the Dolphins. Jeevan sets his feet, puts up the 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound gathered by the Bisons. It's a 4-point game still. We're inside the last minute. The coach wanting his team to attack, but they slow it down. Haroon loses the ball and it's back on with the Dolphins. We have 30 seconds on the clock. They would have to score in this possession. Reggie all the way to the rim, does not get the finish. And once again, it's Bison's ball. The Dolphins would have to foul if they want to get the ball back. Plays it over to the corner, all the way to the rim, and he is fouled. One may argue this foul should have been committed a lot earlier because we have just 11 seconds on the clock. And the Dolphins are down 4. It looks like they will be calling a timeout. The first free throw is good. Haroon knocking it down. Misses the second. Smartly done so that the Dolphins can't call a timeout. And the Bisons will just kill the clock. That is what they're looking to do. They're rotating the ball, making those quick passes. Haroon all the way to the rim, makes the basket. And a timeout is what the Dolphins will call with a second and 3/10 of a second remaining. And the coaches of the Kottayam Bisons still telling the players that they should ideally have just killed the clock. They need to rotate the ball because when you have the lead, you want to utilize all 24 seconds that's available. And now it's a 7-point affair. Of course, the Dolphins may not come out victorious, but they can still try and finish off with a basket because in a league like this, where you have 6 teams, you play a single round robin. You want to finish at a higher seed. Even if you lose a game, you want to ensure your points difference is going to be in your favor later on in this tournament. 62-55. And the Bisons will break off the huddle and come on the court. There's the quick inbound. Jeevan puts up the shot. And that brings us to the end of a very good game of basketball. Kottayam Bisons led for the majority of the game. And they've closed it out successfully here in the 4th quarter. Alappuzha Dolphins had their moments, but it was just not enough and it was just not their day. A lot of positives to take for both teams, but at the very end, it's the Kottayam Bisons who take the win and the Dolphins will suffer a hard-fought defeat. Thank you so much for joining us live. This is the Basketball League Kerala, brought to you by ABC, Starting 5 and the Kerala Basketball Association. Stay tuned for more basketball action coming your way.
Alright, we come to the close of a close contest between Kottayam Bisons versus Alappuzha Dolphins. and Kottayam come out victorious with 62-55. A 7-point game. Check. Today's game number 5.